Hi mga garden, so this is Hardinerang Nanay. Welcome to our home, our garden. So we believe that all plants grow with love. So I have this Marian plant here. It's a kind of dieffenbachia. There are a lot of kinds of, dieffenbachia plants. But Marian is very beautiful. I am reminded to, to feature the Marian dieffenbachia when I read the news this morning that Marian Rivera will be judging in the Miss Universe pageant of this year, 2021. Alright, so let's talk about Marian. Actually, I'm not into other plants before. I am only into begonias and succulents and what's that? Aloes and sansevierias and what's that? Hawartia. Those are the only ones I have here in my garden, and some of the few houseplants like the ferns, like that. But now, or not now, like the start of pandemic, the plantita boom, more plants are being added into my garden. So I am very thankful that my sister gave me a Marian. Actually, it's very small plant. A few months ago, she gave me, and now there's a lot. I can actually, multiply them, separate them, but then I don't want. I just like them to be intact, compacted, that I will just transplant them in a bigger pot. Okay, so we'll talk about Marian. Pag-usapan natin si Marian, pag-chismisan natin si Marian, diba? Ang ganda-ganda ni Marian Rivera. Maganda rin si Marian dieffenbachia ako, diba? I know a lot of people take care of these houseplants, collect different kinds of dieffenbachia, and they have healthier dieffenbachias and bigger leaves like that. Soon we will aim that also. But then let me tell you this, if you are not yet subscribed to our channel, like, comment, and subscribe, and click to the notification bell for more home gardening tips and vlogs from Hardinerang Nanay. So let's go and see. Let me show you my Marian dieffenbachia. Here they are. I told you a while ago that at first I have only a tiny plant of Marian, just like very tiny plant of Marian, just like this size before, two of them, but then they are big now and they have a lot of mga junakis, daming mga anak. So here, bakit may tinidor doon? Okay, so this is it. This is the first plant that I have. Thank you for my sister. Then see, it's ready to be segregated, but I don't want them to be separated. Actually, this one, wait, let me show you the clear view. This one, wait, this one, you can separate them like that, but then I don't want that. My aim is to transplant it in a bigger container. But this one, we will transplant this one. This one, it became big already because before it was a tiny. That's why I planted it here. Now it's time for this to be transplanted. So I'm going to show you the proper soil for this plant. See, the Marian dieffenbachia is very, very, very beautiful. It's a good house plant for indoors also. See, there we go. So I have here the pumice, cow manure, and then loam soil. Okay, actually yung loam soil natin, the loam soil that I have here has carbonized rice hull. Okay, just to make the soil well drained, we will add pumice. Okay, because our aim is not a soggy soil, but you know, a well draining soil. To aim that one is to use perlite or what's this, pumice. See, it's very good. Actually, we can reuse the soil that we have here. It's healthy naman, wala namang snails and slugs like that. So actually, we can add that one, the old soil, but we will you know, repair it because our soil mix also depletes, okay, over time. So I already added, what's that, cow manure, and I can see a visitor here, a friend of mine. It's the, what's that, the earthworm. Okay, just put it back there, let them live there. Okay, if you want to add some starkle G to prevent aphids and mealybugs, you can do so. But for my house plants, I use what's that, neem oil as a soil drench. Okay, for this ones, I only use my starkle G in my succulents and cacti, aloes and haworthia. Okay, that's it. We can water this one, and there we go. It's very beautiful. Look at that, right? It's very beautiful. It's nice. It's good to be indoors. Okay, so we will discuss the light requirement for our Marian. For the light requirement of our Marian plant, always remember that watering depends on the sunlight exposure. So if you place them in your Marian in the diffuse light or filtered light that receives 4 hours of sunlight, morning sun or afternoon sun, as long as they are in the, you know, what's that, diffuse light or filtered light, okay, you water them once a week. Okay, all right. For bright shade area and, you know, low light conditions, at least every other week or every 2 weeks. So it depends on the situation, it depends on the location. The only thing that we need to remember when we water this dieffenbachia or Marian is that at least 2 inches of the topsoil would be dry, and then you water it. Okay, because you know, overwatering, you know, is the #1 killer of all plants, so we just have to be careful. Okay, just make sure that the water, or I mean the soil, is not soggy. Make sure that it is well draining. Okay, for fertilizers, as I said a while ago, that I use neem oil. Neem oil is also a good fertilizer, a good growth booster. And then there's another thing that I use for my plants. I have the molasses compost tea. I add actually some bat guano or cow manure compost tea or the goat manure compost tea, since we have a goat around here. So I use, or I maximize the, you know, the poo-poo. And then but I make sure that they are well composted, because it's very dangerous if you use fresh manure. E. coli are there, bacteria are there, not good bacteria are there. It will kill your plant, you know. And then what else do we need to know about dieffenbachia? What else? All right, fertilizers. Osmocote. You can also use Osmocote, slow release fertilizers for these ones. But then you can also use the 1414, what else? The commercial, you know, fertilizers. But then be careful when you use those 1414, 1616. ka-commercial fertilizers na ginagamit ng mga farmers natin, be careful in using those because baka masunog bigla si dieffenbachia. Just use few pieces of it away from the plant base. And then also pala, when you water your dieffenbachia, your Marian, water it at the base. Okay. So the browning of the tip of the dieffenbachia. So when you find your Marian having the brown tips on the leaves, okay, that means that you are not consistent in your watering. Sometimes it's overwatered, sometimes it is underwatered. Okay, all right, so that's it. What are the things that we need to remember? Watering depends on the sunlight exposure of these plants. Okay, so what else do we need to know? For the requirement of, you can use also I think that's it. So thank you for watching HNTV Baguio, our home, our garden. See you in the next video. God bless us all.